Hello, this is Matt from tracyandmatt.co.uk and from unboxings.com. Here we have the Samsung S3370, also known as the Samsung Corby 3G, the Samsung Acton, the Samsung Pocket 3G, the Samsung Star Nano 3G. We're going to have a quick look inside, quick unbox, and then have a little quick look at the handset itself. So, inside, we have handset on top. As you can see there, it's pretty small, and it is pretty lightweight. Going to come back to that in just 1 second. We have the charger, which is a standard 3-pin UK style charger with a micro USB connector on there for obviously plugging in to charge the handset. We then have the user manual, which is just going to quickly open up. Let's see what else is in here. So it's pretty straightforward, it looks like. The warranty card and the user manual, which as ever from Samsung is pretty lightweight, not going to take much reading. And then finally we have a wired headset. Let's just move these things out of the way. A wired headset which has the micro USB style connector on one end, so length of cable, inline microphone with a push button, and then the actual headphones themselves. The headphones are really lightweight, plasticky items. You're really going to want to use your own headphones, I'm sure, with this handset, because you're not going to get a great deal of audio quality out of these. The only drawback there is obviously that the wired headset has the micro USB connector on it. And I don't think there isn't a 3.5mm headphone socket on the handset itself, so that's a bit of a drawback from this handset. But we'll have a quick look at it. Obviously on the front here we have a 2.6-inch display, pretty small as you can see, sort of within that frame there. 2.6 inches. It is a quarter VGA 240 by 320 pixels. Loudspeakers at the top, as you can see from the 3 logo. This is a 3 branded handset here in the UK. Underneath the screen you have what looks like a D-pad, but it basically is just a push button. Doesn't go up, down, left or right. It's not a navigation. On either side we have the phone key, so one for answer and one's for hang up, and the one on the right hand side doubles up as the power button. Let's just hold that down and start that up, and while it does so, look along the left hand side, so you have up and down volume control, sort of a rocker, and then below that we have a cover over the micro USB for sync and charge. Nothing really to see on the bottom aside from the microphone hole there. That's the actual microphone slot or hole, if you like. On the right hand side we have a dedicated camera button, as you can see there at the bottom, and then a lock button, which is basically what turns the sort of screen on and off when it's not being used. On the back, well, we have a camera. It's only 1.3 megapixels, so it's 1280 by 1024 pixels in total. As you can see, there's no flash. It's fixed focus, not autofocus. It is very basic, but then this handset is designed to be very much entry level. It's an inexpensive handset, and it's nice and small, very lightweight as well. So in terms of dimensions, it's just under 100mm from top to bottom, under 53mm wide, and also just under 13mm thick. It weighs only 86 grams, so it is extremely lightweight. Easily slip in your pocket, no problem. Also need to just pop off the back cover, which is easier said than done. It's actually quite difficult to remove. So under the back cover we have the battery in place, and below the battery we also do have the SIM card socket. I'm not going to take the battery out because obviously it just powered the phone up. There is a space for a micro SD card, so you can expand the memory. You're almost certainly going to want to do that. Let's just take off that little cover over the camera. You're almost certainly going to want to expand the memory because there's a very limited amount actually within the phone itself. I think it's only around sort of 20 to 40 megabytes. I'm not exactly sure because there seems to be conflicting information on the web about that in terms of spec as well. So just pop that cover back on. So the screen is then touchscreen because we don't have any other way of actually navigating around displays or anything else, so we do actually have to sort of touch the sidebar to bring that up, and you'll probably immediately recognise this as being Samsung's TouchWiz interface, very familiar they do pretty much have it on all of their handsets. It is resistive, so it does require a little bit more pressure. We can bring up the widgets down the side, so we have a 3 widget there, Planet 3, obviously Skype and MSN Messenger, and a few other bits and pieces also that we can find upside there, which you'll probably find quite familiar in terms of what they are. So obviously Google, Facebook, and YouTube. We'll add Facebook. I'll just discontinue that for a second there, and we turn the widget bar off at the side. Don't need to check network access because I don't have any at the moment, so let's just move that around there. Just pull that there. And we do have like 3 pages or 3 desktops or 3 panels that we can use, so we can swipe across, and we can actually have 3 lots of widgets on each of those pages. Because it is a resistive touchscreen, it does, as I say, require a bit more pressure to actually interact with the display, so you probably want to use your fingernail. No stylus supplied. You can get away with using the flat of your finger, but it does require that bit much more pressure, and obviously swiping does make it a bit more difficult. Bring up the keypad at the bottom. Dialing numbers is dead straightforward. The touchscreen is fairly sensitive, but as I say, it is resistive. We'll come back out of there. Phone book is again pretty straightforward. You can see that there. Obviously nothing in there at the moment. And then the menu, so bring up the full menu at the bottom. And this has everything in here, so you have your call logs and your camera and your settings, and you can swipe to the next one with Facebook and MySpace and Google. Active Sync is there, which is pretty cool. There's some games, there's an image editor and converter, and then finally some kind of clocks and timers on the last page. You can actually change the arrangement of those as well if you want to. And down the bottom you can bring up the keypad, and obviously you can go back. And you go from here so you can get to the phone book, and likewise you can go from the menu to the widgets. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty basic handset. Quick rundown of the rest of the specification is quad band for GSM, but only single band for a 3G, which is 2100 band. The handset was originally announced back in April. As I say, extremely lightweight, only 86 grams, and certainly easy to fit in your pocket. If you're looking for a basic handset, this is probably one that is worth checking out. Pay as you go, you'll probably get it for, I would say, around 100 quid, probably less. So it's pretty decent. Has a very limited amount of internal memory, so you're going to want to buy yourself a micro SDHC memory card in order to actually do anything more with it in terms of putting music and that sort of stuff on there. And you're going to want to get yourself an adapter to go from the micro USB style connector on the headphones to a normal 3.5mm jack if you're going to want to use your own headphones, which I'm pretty sure you're going to want to. It does have built-in Bluetooth 2, which is 2.1 with A2DP, but there's no Wi-Fi or anything like that, so you are limited to actually using the SIM card if you want to connect to the internet and things like that. So that is a very quick look at the Samsung GTS 3370 or Samsung Corby. We'll have a full review for you over the next couple of weeks on tracyandmatt.co.uk. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, on twitter.com/tracyandmatt. And I'll be back soon with some more videos and reviews on tracyandmatt.co.uk.
Bitdefender is dedicated to protecting people's digital lives, so working with unboxes.com to help preview and review the latest technology is a perfect fit.